Hello everyone. Now let's talk about evolution by stages point. See, we know that we human beings are made up of so many organs, right? And almost all of them are very complex. So, almost all the organisms, they have different organs. And many of the organisms, they have organs which are very complex. So the question here is, are these complicated organs generated by single DNA change? Or is it that these complicated organs just came into existence overnight? Of course not. Answer to this question is that these complicated organs, they have been created a bit by bit over generations. So they have kind of evolved from generation to generation. Let's take an example of our eyes. Now, if we see that we have beautiful eyes, okay? Human beings have got the beautiful organs called eyes. Now, again, these organs, eyes, in fact, they have such a complicated structure, right? Now, how does that happen? Is it that by just single DNA change, this complicated structure happened? No. So, the explanation lies in this example. See, if we talk about evolution by stages, then we will be talking about evolution by eyes, evolution by feathers, and artificial selection. Let's take an example of evolution by eyes. See, we know that when organisms started existing, they were very primitive, means they didn't have very complex structure. So if we take an example of Euglena, right, you can see some small eye-like structure here. But this eye-like structure, it was not working the same way as our eyes are functioning right now. This was there to detect light. So at that time, this eye-like structure was helpful to Euglena just to detect light. And that's why it was doing that. Gradually, over the period of time, in this planaria, which is a flatworm, okay, again, they have got very simple eyes. Now, you can see very easily eye-like structures, and now there are two eyes, okay? Again, they were just there to detect light. But initially, there was one eye-like structure. There was just a spot which was looking like an eye. And then gradually there were two eyes. And now we know that we have two beautiful eyes, right? And we see the world with that. Okay? So this is how the evolution by eyes must have happened. So let's understand this now. So here again, if complicated organs such as the eye are selected for the advantage they provide, how can they be generated by single DNA? Of course not. Such complex organs will be created bit by bit over generations. And how does that change happen? Is it that this change happened because of the natural selection? Or is it that this happened because organisms started using it in that way? Okay, means it depends on the functions. Yes. So even an intermediate stage such as rudimentary eye can be useful to some extent. Means अगर कोई ऐसा स्ट्रक्चर है जो इतना ज़्यादा यूजफुल नहीं है, बट फिर भी अगर किसी भी ऑर्गेनिज्म को अगर वो थोड़ा भी यूजफुल है तो नेचर उसको अडाप्ट कर लेगा, because basically we are using them. Similarly, this might have enough to give a fitness advantage because वो fit हो रहा है nature के साथ. And this kind of organs are being used by organism, right? So In fact, eye, like wing, seems to be a very popular adaptation. तो अब हम जब eyes की बात करते हैं तो eyes भी बहुत popular adaptation है और adaptation की वजह से evolution हुआ उसमें. So, insects have them, so does an octopus, and so do vertebrates. And the structure of the eye in each of these organisms is different, right? More or less different होते हैं, but more or less उसका function similar होता है. So ये जो eye का structure होता है वो उतना ही complex होता है so that they can be separated in evolutionary origins. So what are we trying to tell you is that evolution by stages जिस तरह से होते हैं उसी तरह से अगर हम eyes का example ले तो eyes have adapted, okay, organisms have adapted eyes as beneficiary organ और उसके बेनिफिट की वजह से आईज में इवोल्यूशन हुआ. अगर एक और एग्जांपल मैं आपको दूं तो हमने 9th क्लास में पढ़ा था कि कुछ ऑर्गेनिजम्स थे जिनकी बॉडी में कोई शेप नहीं था बट देन ग्रेजुअली बॉडी में सिमेट्री आने लगी. और अगर अब हमारी तरफ अगर हम देखें तो वी ह्यूमंस हैव सिमेट्रिकल बॉडी. तो ये भी एक टाइप का इवोल्यूशन ही है. सो इवोल्यूशन बाय स्टेजेस में फर्स्ट चीज हमने देखी आइज के बारे में. नाउ लेट्स कंसिडर अबाउट फेदर्स. सो फेदर से कैसे इवोल्यूशन देखा जा सकता है. So basically, a change that's useful for one property to start with can become useful later for quite different function. कोई एक organ होता है वो पहले किसी और चीज के लिए useful होता है, but later as time goes on, right, धीरे धीरे उसका different function होता जाता है और different organisms उसको different function से use करते हैं. हमने 4 limbs का एग्जाम्पल भी देखा था. 4 limbs का जो स्ट्रक्चर होता है वो मोर और लेस सेम होता है, राइट, बर्ड्स में या लिजर्ड में या ह्यूमन बींग्स में, बट उसका यूज डिफरेंट है. सो नेचुरली इस तरह से इवोल्यूशन होता है. सो नाउ इफ वी टॉक अबाउट फेदर्स, okay, if we take an example of feathers, it can start out as providing insulation in cold weather. So, पहले अगर किसी भी ऑर्गेनिज्म को फेदर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होते थे तो वो किस काम आते थे? वो इंसुलेशन प्रोवाइड करने के काम आते थे इन कोल्ड वेदर. बट लेटर एज टाइम पास ऑन दे माइट बिकम यूजफुल फॉर फ्लाइट ऑल्सो, क्योंकि लेटर ऑन जो ऑर्गेनिज्म जिनको फेदर्स थे उन्होंने उसको फ्लाई करने के लिए यूज किया. So then they started using feathers for flight purpose. So इसलिए वो flight में use होने लगे. In fact, some dinosaurs had feathers although they could not fly using the feathers. तो ये फॉसिल से ऐसा देखा गया है कि कुछ डायनासोर्स थे जिनको फेदर्स थे बट वो यूज नहीं करते थे फेदर्स को टू फ्लाई. वो लोग सिर्फ उनको इंसुलेशन के लिए यूज करते थे इन कोल्ड वेदर. सो दिस ऑफ कोर्स मीन्स दैट बर्ड्स आर वेरी क्लोजली रिलेटेड टू रेप्टाइल्स एंड सिंस डायनासोर्स वर रेप्टाइल्स. सो अगर हम अब सोचे कि जो अभी हम जो बर्ड्स देखते हैं ब्यूटीफुल बर्ड्स वो कहीं ना कहीं डायनासोर से रिलेटेड है. जस्ट इमेजिन हाउ डज इट साउंड. इजंट इट ब्यूटीफुल that how birds are related to dinosaurs, and how can we say that birds have actually evolved from dinosaurs as far as the feathers are concerned, right? So this is how we can talk about evolution by eyes and evolution by feathers. See, these are just 2 examples. So ये हुआ natural selection की वजह से. So The question here again is कि ऐसे कोई भी करंट एग्जाम्पल है और दूसरे कोई एग्जाम्पल है जो इस प्रोसेस को जस्टिफाई कर पाए. तो नेचुरल सिलेक्शन से तो इवोल्यूशन हो गया, बट अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर रिक्वायरमेंट कैन वी चेंज द ट्रेट्स? सो द आंसर इज यस. Human beings have done this. according to their requirement, they have started doing artificial evolution. And to understand this, let's take an example of wild cabbage. So now we are talking about artificial evolution. So the wild cabbage plant is a good example. See, humans have cultivated wild cabbage plant as a food plant. So बहुत पहले wild cabbage plant को एक food plant की तरह उसको cultivate किया गया. But then, depending on their selection, depending on the requirement, human beings generated different vegetables from the same cabbage, from the same wild cabbage rather. So ये हुआ artificial selection. So this is called artificial selection rather than natural selection because इसमें human beings का involvement था, right? Human beings ने अपने requirement के हिसाब से, अपने desire के हिसाब से इसको artificially breed किया और artificially cultivate किया. तो इस तरह से जो trait लिए गए वो artificially लिए गए, artificial breed करके, right? So some farmers have wanted to select for very short distances between leaves and have bred the cabbage we eat. तो उनको लगा कि ये जो wild cabbage है उसमें से हम simple cabbage बना सकते हैं. So why so? Because they wanted to select for very short distance between leaves. क्योंकि wild cabbage में distance ज़्यादा था. So with this, they got simple cabbage that we eat now. Some have wanted to select for arrested flower development and they got bred broccoli. Or for sterile flowers and have made the cauliflower. Some have selected for swollen parts and come up with kohlrabi. And some have simply looked for slightly larger leaves and come up with leafy vegetables called kale. So, would we have thought that all these structures have descended from the same ancestor if we had not done it ourselves? तो अगर ह्यूमन बींग्स ने ये नहीं किया होता तो सिर्फ ऐसा हो सकता है कि हम सिर्फ वाइल्ड वेजिटेबल्स, वाइल्ड कैबेज ही फूड प्लांट की तरह यूज करते होते and we wouldn't have so many varieties of vegetables. So this picture of your textbook, it gives beautiful benefit of evolution of wild cabbage. So this is wild cabbage. Out of the same wild cabbage, human beings have done all these type of varieties of cabbage. And see, they all look similar, but they are still different. So these different type of vegetables have been generated from wild cabbage only, right? So this is how we can say that even plants can be generated from artificial evolution. Similarly, there are other animals also which can be generated from the artificial evolution. Okay, you people must have heard about breeding between different type of ships, okay, because they wanted different types of wool, right? Like that. Now, changes in DNA during reproduction are the basic event in evolution. तो ये जो बेस इवोल्यूशन का जो बेस है वो डीएनए में ही है, राइट? So then we can say that comparing the DNA of different species should give us a direct estimate of how much the DNA has changed during the formation of the species. तो अगर हम किसी दो स्पीशीज की बात करें तो उनके डीएनए से हमें पता चल सकता है कि डीएनए में कितना चेंज हुआ है. And this method is now extensively used to define evolutionary relationship. So ये method अब use होती है to establish or to define evolutionary relationships. So what we have seen, हमने बात की evolution by stages की. तीन तरह से evolution हमने देखा, evolution by eyes, by feathers and artificial selection. eyes में हमने यूग्लिना का example लिया, फिर प्लेनेरिया का और फिर most evolved organism that is human being. फिर feathers की बात की जिसमें हमने देखा कि डायनासोर्स के भी feathers थे और अभी birds के भी feathers हैं. बट डायनासोर्स के जो फेदर्स थे वो सिर्फ उनको वार्म देने के लिए यूज होते थे. They were not using them, dinosaurs were not using feathers to fly. But on the contrary, birds are now using feathers to fly. Then we talked about artificial selection and we took an example of cabbage, right? So this is how this topic is over here. For the next topic, we will take this next topic in our next session.